Welcome back to Mega Stadiums. Today we're covering one of the most explosive stadium reveals in recent English football history. Last Thursday, Birmingham City unveiled the official design for their new home, a 62,000-seat architectural statement featuring 12 massive brick chimneys, a retractable roof, and a vision so bold it's already dividing opinion across the football world. We actually covered Birmingham City's stadium plans back in June, when much of this was still speculation. But this week, the club finally showed us exactly what they're building. And it's even more ambitious than anyone expected. Let's dive in. November 20th, 2025 wasn't just any day for Birmingham City. It marked the club's 150th anniversary. And what better way to celebrate than by revealing the design of their future home? The unveiling took place at Digbeth Lock, the historic film studio famous as the filming location for Peaky Blinders, a fitting choice given the industrial aesthetic about to be revealed. Over 15,000 fans tuned into the livestream as chairman Tom Wagner took the stage alongside architects Thomas Heatherwick of Heatherwick Studio and David MANICA of MANICA Architecture. The event featured a cinematic promotional video showcasing Jude Bellingham, Tom Brady, and even Paul Anderson, who plays Arthur Shelby in Peaky Blinders. Wagner didn't hold back in his ambition, calling the project a modern-day Colosseum and declaring, "We're going to change this city forever. This will be a sports and music venue that will claim the sky to claim the city." The design itself, the Birmingham City Powerhouse Stadium, a 62,000-seat arena that would become the second largest club stadium in England outside of London, trailing only Manchester United's Old Trafford. But size is just the beginning of this story. The most striking and polarizing feature of the new stadium is impossible to miss. 12 massive brick chimneys rising from the structure like sentinels from Birmingham's industrial past. These aren't just decorative flourishes. According to Heatherwick Studio, these chimney towers serve multiple critical functions. They directly support the roof structure, house lifts and staircases for vertical circulation, contribute to the stadium's passive ventilation strategy, and act as acoustic channels, funneling crowd noise upward from the bowl while minimizing sound pollution in the surrounding neighborhood. Thomas Heatherwick explained the philosophy behind this bold design choice. Too often, stadiums feel like spaceships that could have landed anywhere, sterilizing the surrounding area. Ours grows from Birmingham itself, from its brickworks, its history of 1,000 trades, and the craft at the core of its culture. The chimneys will be constructed using reclaimed bricks wherever possible. Directly referencing the site's history, the stadium will rise on the former Birmingham Wheels location in Bordersley Green, an area once famous for its brickworks and industrial manufacturing. One of these 12 chimneys will house something special, a lift to Birmingham's highest public bar, offering panoramic views across the city and an immersive experience celebrating Birmingham's rich industrial heritage. It's a detail that captures the dual ambition of this project, honoring the past while building something entirely new. Inside the stadium, the design is equally ambitious. The seating bowl is extremely steep, designed to pull stands as close and as steep to the pitch as can be allowed, creating what the architects describe as an intense 360-degree wall of supporters. The stadium features high-performance acoustics, specifically engineered to amplify crowd noise inward, creating what Knighthead claims will be the best acoustics in the world for a football stadium, while dampening sound in the away end to give Birmingham City maximum home advantage. The Powerhouse will also feature two cutting-edge innovations more commonly seen in American stadiums: a fully retractable roof that can close in approximately 20 minutes, and a movable pitch. This means the venue can seamlessly transform from a football ground into a concert hall, boxing arena, rugby pitch, or even an NFL venue, all without compromising the playing surface. The Powerhouse Stadium is just the centerpiece. Surrounding it is the Birmingham Sports Quarter, a sprawling development covering up to 135 acres of East Birmingham. This isn't a stadium with a parking lot, it's an entirely new urban district built around sport, community, and regeneration. The master plan includes an elite training and high-performance center for Birmingham City's men's, women's, and academy teams, a 10,000-seat secondary stadium for the women's team and academy matches, an 18,000-seat indoor arena for concerts and events, grassroots football pitches open to the community, and millions of square feet of mixed-use development. Hotels, restaurants, retail outlets, office space, and thousands of residential units. Critically, the public realm has been designed as a year-round destination, not just a matchday venue. The renders show landscaped plazas, food markets, cafes, children's play areas, and social gathering spaces that will be open 365 days a year. The economic projections are staggering. Knighthead Capital estimates the sports quarter will contribute £760 million annually to Birmingham's economy by 2035, creating over 14,000 jobs across construction, hospitality, retail, sports science, and venue operations. For a city that's faced economic challenges in recent years, this represents a once-in-a-generation opportunity for regeneration. So, when can fans actually walk through those chimney-flanked gates? The target is ambitious but clear: the start of the 2030 to 2031 season. Tom Wagner himself has called this timeline optimistic, but the club is moving forward aggressively. Here's the roadmap. Public consultation has already begun, with Knighthead engaging local residents, supporters, elected officials, and planning officers throughout late 2025. Formal planning applications for the entire sports quarter are expected to be submitted in 2026. If approvals come through smoothly, construction could begin in 2027 or early 2028, with the bulk of structural work, stands, roof framework, and surrounding facilities taking place through 2028 and 2029. Final interior fit-out, including seating installation, hospitality areas, media zones, and safety systems, would run into early 2030, with testing and certification clearing the way for a late summer 2030 opening. The project is entirely privately financed by Knighthead Capital Management and its partners, with an estimated cost of £1.2 billion for the stadium alone and £2.5 to £3.5 billion for the entire sports quarter. Since the unveiling, reaction has been intense. Locally, Birmingham fans and residents have largely embraced the design as transformative and bold, a statement that their club is finally thinking big again. The words game changer and iconic are being thrown around freely. Even Aston Villa manager Unai Emery, whose team is Birmingham City's fierce cross-city rival, publicly congratulated the club, saying the project is good for the city and the region. The national reception has been far more divided. The chimney-heavy design has sparked endless memes, with rival fans comparing it to everything from a Victorian factory to a Mary Poppins film set. Some architectural critics have called it a brave rejection of the generic spaceship stadium trend. Others think it's an over-designed gimmick. But here's the thing: whether you love it or hate it, everyone is talking about it. And for a championship club trying to put itself back on the global football map, that kind of attention is priceless. And that's everything we know about Birmingham City's extraordinary new stadium following this week's unveiling. From 12 towering chimneys to a retractable roof, from a £3 billion sports quarter to the most advanced acoustics in world football, the Powerhouse Stadium represents one of the most ambitious projects in modern English football history. Whether it becomes an iconic landmark or a cautionary tale remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: Birmingham City is building their future. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more context about Birmingham City's previous stadium history, the failed 2004 plan, and how this project came together, check out our video from last June. We'll leave the link in the description. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. See you next week.